Hello, this is episode 3 of last season of Game of Thrones, and it was an hour and 36 minutes of hell. If you have not watched it, spoilers ahead. First, we're going to basically start. It basically goes a couple minutes after the last episode, and we have a full 10 minutes to start to understand. We see some of the characters that we just saw start, gearing themselves up for a big battle that is extremely long. I paused this 3 times and I still, I kept on having more moments. I guess we're going to have the rundown of the thing. First of all, Melisandre comes out of nowhere and lights up the fracky stuff. And everything seems like it's okay. Everything's going to be alright. Yeah, nothing goes right in this episode. That's what they've been teasing in the after show, and exactly that. REP, Dothraki, nobody. It doesn't look like anybody made that. And they basically, the Battle of Winterfell times 3,000, because every time someone dropped, they came back up, and it was hell. It's basically what happened was if you ever play the game with the king or the princess who rolls around and grabs people, that's basically what they did. They just rolled around in balls of death, grabbing and biting and ripping and killing people. It was horrible. Surprising enough, not that many characters actually died. Well, I guess we'll go into some of that. First of all, a lot of the Unsullied died. Dude did not die, barely. He got through, but REP to Man of the Night's Watch, he got there. Not Sam. He's still alive, but barely. There was some times where he started acting like a punk, but he did get through it all, but barely. One another thing happened was after they got through the trenches that were on fire, because Melisandre came through and then lit them up, because the Night King made it so you couldn't even see. And yes, the Night King did come. I did have reservations, thinking that, he was going to go straight up to the top. But apparently he decided that Bran was way too more important than basically killing everybody else who actually wasn't even paying attention to him. So now we're gonna see what happens next. The next thing is that they break through after they set the second line on fire, and everybody's waiting on the battlement, and they just break through because it's just so many people. During that time, of course, since the plan went straight to hell, Darnie and Dude is up, and Jon Snow is up fighting the Night King. Almost got the dragons killed, for God's sakes, because all the fighting, because obviously they were fighting another dragon plus him, who was trying to kill them. Kill not even the rider, not just the rider, but themselves, and that was not working. I don't know what happened to John's one. I'm assuming he just flew off because it was just out of control. But Darnie's one almost got killed when they the dead tried to bum rush him. So that wasn't cool. They finally get over to the gate, get over, and we have some character moment. The Mormonts, or RAP, because it doesn't look like you have any family members left. So I guess Dude might get a couple of castles to choose from. Let's be real. She does have a big character moment. She kills a giant before dying herself and then coming back later, which sucks. But she did do some amazing things. Then we have some character moments of some of everyone else. There really wasn't that much of like those moments. Arya did some amazing moves, did a lot of sneak attacks, looked really cool and really nice. the great thing about that is that you got a chance to have some moments seeing really how far she's gone and how difficult the fight was, because she's a trained killer and she was not keeping up. So it was pretty cool having seeing a lot of that floor work being done. Then uh, we get to Bran, who is basically telling everybody it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. You did, everything's gonna be all right. Shit ain't going right. Um, we have another moment with Danny thinking, okay, I'm gonna light his ass up. Finally, because the Night King's on the ground, just walking up like fuck it, because he's feeling like I won this fight. There's only a handful of living people. I've got this shit. Because he at that point he's gotten into the second wave. That's when Momont came back up and a couple other people, and some other shitty things, a fan theory that we wanted to talk about. But hold on about that. Dragon fire does not work on the Night King. He looked at her like, you a dumb bitch. So when he brought everybody back up for the second wave, guess what? He also can bring back people in the crypts. That went from I'm chilling in the crypts to Dawn of the motherfucking Dead. It was crazy. So they had a nice character moment with Sansa and Tyrion. Basically, while they were down there before, in between all the fighting, they talked about their marriage. The fact that everything is everything. As much as it was uncomfortable and weird, they had a good marriage. As she joked, you were the best one I had. And she's basically been married twice, 1.5, because she's been engaged several times. So, long story short, shit goes real south. Thank God she had a knife given to her, and not Melisandre, but old girl, Grey Worm's girl, I think she got killed R.A.P. So that's gonna affect his ass real hard going in. But hey, if you think there's gonna be happy endings, you haven't been watching. So another person who, unless I'm wrong, I believe I did not see her survive it. So but there was a good handful of people who actually survived the Crypt Madness. Then we go to everything else. Theon doesn't make it. He does a last stand against the Night King, and everything seems like it's going real south. Jon is coming back, trying to fight his way through Winterfell to get to Bronn, and he's getting stopped by the Night King's dragon. Danny has been jumped at that point. That's when the dragon almost got overtook, and he had to fly out because he got to save his own ass before he saves her. And she's on the ground, and the dead is coming. The Zora comes out of nowhere and saves her ass, but he's been cut down slowly but surely. He ain't gonna make it, and she hardly knows how to fight. How the fuck did nobody ever ask the question to teach her how to fight? Fuck. Aunt Sansa. Fuck. Anyway, everything looks lost. I'm having convulsions. I'm not drinking enough because my boyfriend gave me non-alcoholic wine. I'm wondering why I'm not fucking drunk. And shit is going south. We're at the almost end. And before all that, Bran tells him goodbye. And he starts to walk. And I'm like, first we see the birds. And we get a first shot of the Night King in the sky before everything goes through, and comes back down. But then he comes back way after the fact, afterward. And we're like, what happened? Come to find out, he was talking to his sister, telling her, it's time, the last stand is coming. Remember, Arya has 2 swords, not 1. And after the Night King killed Theon, Ironborn, and he's about to slice Bran. She comes out of nowhere, and of course the Night King catches her ass in midair because he's a G. And he's like, haha, I got you, bitch. And then she was like, oh no, I got you, bitch. Pulls out from her other hand the other sword, kills him. Everybody shatters down. They have won the fight. The living survives. The Night King problem is over. Now the rest of the episodes, 4, 5, and 6, is coming for Cersei's ignorant ass. Bitch, you done fucked up. You done killed half of the North, maybe more than half of the North. And now, the North don't give no fucks. All these people, all these things, everything that could have stopped us is now. Now they have to fight. I can't wait to see what happens next. Bye.